Hi everyone, welcome back to Dillon's Den, and today we are doing another Infinity Gauntlet build as we continue this brilliant masterpiece, and we are doing issues 80 through to 84, so another 5 lots to do. And same again, there's not much to do, pretty much what we've seen before as we continue work on the ring finger again. So without further ado, let's get building. Okay, issue 80. Oh, we've got to the bottom of the finger now. Got the bottom mechanism and some more screws. So it's a case of popping both pieces together with 2 or 2 screws. And that is it. Okay then, so first up, I can take these 2 sections here and marry these up. And these are secured with 2 or 2 silver screws. One just in here, and the other at the bottom. There we go, make sure they're nice and snug. And that is it. These 2 sections will be used in the next issue. Okay, issue 81. So same again, more the ring finger. Oh, this looks familiar. And yep, 2 washers in between these, popping in the base of the finger, then that cover on with 2 screws, and then same again, washer with side bit, bottom brass bit, the base of the finger as well, hook it round, top part of the finger, side bit finger, secure it in, just how I've done in the past. And that is pretty much the finger done. It's just going to be 3 finishing panels to do on that. Then we do it all again with the next finger. Right. Okay, so first up, taking this section here, and we're going to go to place a washer either side. And I remember from other fingers, this bit can be very annoying. Not only trying to keep them to stay in, but when you get the mating part in as well. So you should end up with both. Right, let's do that again. There we go. Both in just like that. And next up, please don't fall out. Have it so these 2 notchy bits here are facing upwards, and that way when you stick this in, that went in pretty easy. So as you can see now, on that side you got your washer just there and the washer there. That seems to have got too easy. Right, see, that'll just pivot there. So So next up, we're taking this cover from the previous issue, and you want it, these two sections here line up with these two sections here, but you also want from there to there in between these two tabs. I get it in position. There you go. See, it lines up there, so then that will stop there. Same there. That kind of acts as a bit of a stopper. And to keep that in place, it is 2 or 1 screws. So we are going into the metal fixing. So same again, a bit of 3-in-1 oil. Just helps to get these screws in. And let's get the next one in. And next up, you are taking this section, 1 washer, bringing the finger back over and sliding this. There we go. There we go. Then we're going to take this section from the previous issue, going in, this little notch needs to go in here, and we're going to pop so that little peg through that little circle notch. Oh, sorry. I'm going to take this section first, and then we're going to manipulate bottom end into that circle bit, just like that. So that bit in there and that bit in there. Next up, I'm going to take this section that we've just been working on, and going to go this section over this peg, all the way in, just like that. And then we're just going to turn it 90 degrees anti-clockwise, line up with the rest of that finger. Then we're going to take this section, and you've got this section here where it goes narrower, right up that side, narrow on that side. The narrow side goes to the bottom, and to be honest with you, you can't get it wrong because of the tabs. There are 2 different size tabs. So click that in. And washer in there, and then marry this section to everything else whilst keeping that washer intact. There we go. All clipped in. And yeah, that washer's in place, I can see it. Right. And last but not least in this issue, it's just 2. These are 2 silver screws. There's 1 and 2. So I'll just give these a quick check. 3 and 4, and that is done. And that is the structure of the finger done. And give it all the movement check. Everything operates as it should. And it falls out as it should. Lovely. And that does move. Happy days. Okay, issue 82. Turn of Whack It. Okay, so we've got our first decoration piece with a cap and some screws. And we're just clipping the first piece on, 1 or 2 screw, and capping it off. And that is it. Let's get the pieces. Okay then. So I'm going to bring this section over, and that's your top piece, and that is just going to line up. See, it does marry up the shape. So it's just a case of sliding that fully in place, and then an or 2 screw in the middle to secure that together. Okay, so once that's in, give it a test, make sure it's nice and secured. Then we're just going to take the cover, line that up in there, and give that a gentle push in. And that's that issue complete. Okay, issue 83. So we'll have a quick flick through the mag. And as you can see, just like last issue, decorative piece, a cap, and some more screws. Onto the next part down, screw it together, cap it off, and that's it. Let's get building. Okay, so same again, cover piece, line it up with this section, just like that. And it's going to be put in place with another or 2 screw. Okay, so once that's in, just push your cap on, and that is that issue complete. Okay, issue 84 is the final part of this ring finger. Same again, cap, decorative plate, more screws, on, screw, cap, and that is it. And as you can see, we've just got this side bit to do, and the last finger, and the space stone, I think. So 84, same again, line it up. You're gonna get this in place, just like that. And an or 2 screw to secure this in place. And that is solid. It's just a case of popping this in. Doesn't matter which way around it goes. I think it'll look better that way. And there we go. So once that's in, that is what that finger looks like. Okay then guys, so now that is the entire ring finger complete. So we've got one more finger to do, little finger. We've got the space stone to assemble, and we've got the other side of the side on. I think there's like a little finishing plate for the palm. But other than that, there's nothing else left to do. So if you've enjoyed this, you want to see how this build ends and how it finishes, please remember to hit that like, share and subscribe. But for now, take care.